Hi everyone, this is Sean and Maresh from Giant Leap, and today we are going to show some gameplay footage from the first build of our fully on-chain strategy game, the Underverse. So Maresh is going to be running the screen for us, and then we're going to talk through some of the features that we've built, as well as some of the plans that we have for our upcoming playtests. So Maresh, how about we just go to the first page of the game, and then we can show people what it is that we're doing in terms of uh, signing up.
You can see my screen, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you want to talk through the website first, and then we can go to the thing?
No, I mean, we're just going to show the game footage for the time being.
Ah, ah. So this is the game. It's fully on chain right now. It's on extra Gnosis. We'll probably will run it across other EVMs as well. But our long-term plan is to run our own app chain L2 so that the game runs on its own chain. Our rationale for that we'll explain later on. So the game advantage is we have tried to focus on retail mass adoption, and the objective is to not require anybody to have any knowledge of crypto, and they can still play the game. So when you go to the first page, you will see an option to either import your existing wallet or you can create a new wallet. Now, what this will do is it will set up a burner wallet for you, and it doesn't require any seed phrase, etc. setup. The private key is stored for you locally. But what this does allow to do is it doesn't require you to have any knowledge of crypto. So if you don't have an existing wallet, you can just press N and it will create a new wallet. I'm going to type in N and I'll press enter. What it does now is it creates a new burner wallet for you locally, and it gives you a small amount of extra so that you can start playing, which means that it gives you amount of bit of gas. So your new wallet has been created. I will quickly show you. This is my new wallet. This is the new wallet, and 0.5 extra has been deposited into it. We drip 0.5 star. The objective is it's a kind of a premium model, which means that people can start playing it, and assuming they like it, they can get more gas tokens from us, and they can continue playing. And the gas token eventually will be our own L2 gas tokens. Now I'm going to press enter over here. The game can be best compared to Dark Forest because similar to Dark Forest, it has its rule set completely on. So it syncs the chain up to your local thing. And this is all built on an EVM, Gnosis right now, because Gnosis is cheap, fast, and it has all the tool sets which are necessary, which allow us to debug things. We are using the MUD client, which as the interface between the chain and the UI. We are using an ECS framework, which is the Entity Component Systems framework, which will make the game fully extendable. Dark Forest paved the way for a lot of on-chain gaming, but the architecture is not really extensible. Also, Dark Forest focuses a lot upon information asymmetry. We have tried to make the focus of the game to be fun first and technology second, which means that we don't have any ZK stuff in this right now. But what we have tried to do is we want to build game loops which are more fun and engaging, and better graphics, better sound, etc., make the whole thing a bit more immersive. Eventually, we'll start implementing more complicated technologies, including ZK, which will make the gameplay more intricate, and we'll continue to release more features as we go. Now, you can enter a name. So I'm gonna enter, let's say, Moresh 2 or Moresh 2. Yeah. Hit go. Do you want to talk through this, Sean?
Yeah, so over here we can see that for internal playtesting, we've already got a few teams set up. So the general objective of the game so far is that you are a spice smuggler and you want to buy spice where it's cheap, which is generally going to be in the outer rim, further away from the star we have in the center, and you can sell it for more the closer your station is towards the middle. So you have to buy spice for cheap, you have to transport it into another station that you own closer in, and then you can sell it for a bit of a profit. Now, obviously, there are other teams also vying to make as much profit as possible. And where it gets interesting is you can upgrade your station, you can increase the amount of spice you can buy and carry and transport, as well as buy weapons as well to defend your stations, as well as to get rid of enemy stations. So right now we have how many players in the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right now
Maresh
there are
is
5.
just
Yeah.
highlighting some of the other players. So how about we zoom in on one of the stations, Maresh, and then we can talk briefly about what they are and what the levels are.
Maybe we can build them and like walk through the whole thing.
Yeah,
But,
sure.
yeah, you can talk through an example. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to click that station? So over here, we can see it's a level 5 station. We can see who it's owned by. And you know it's a level 5 because there are 5 spokes. And we can see that those containers are empty at the moment. If they were full of cargo, those containers would be solid blue. And we can tell from its position how much it costs to buy spice in that area, as well as how much you can potentially sell it for as well. So maybe we can start off just by building something somewhere, Maresh.
Okay. Yeah. So generally, when you start a game, you want to build some stations in the outskirts or the outer rim. So I'm gonna. So this shows how much it's gonna cost me to build, and this shows how much it's gonna cost me what I can buy and sell it at. I'm gonna place a station over here. And now the station is built. So as you can see, my money went down and the station has been built. And we'll go back to Gnosis Scan and see this. A new transaction has come up. This is the transaction where we built the station. Okay. And as you can see, the health or the defense level is 100. I don't have any weapons right now. I can buy, sell, transport, upgrade, weapons, attack. Now, the next thing what you can do over here is you can buy some spice. It's a level 1 station, so you can only buy one. I can buy it at 4,521, and then I press buy. So once the buy thing happens, then this thing fills up, which means this tells me that this station has 1 metric ton of spice cargo. The circle around it tells me that the health level is 100%. Now, typically the next thing which people would do is to build a station where they can sell, and the sell price is always higher as you get closer to the rim. So I'm going to build a station over here.
And the build price gets higher as well. So that's
So the build price is higher closer to the inner rim. Now I have built a station over here, and as you can see, it's still a level 1. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transport this 1 cargo from here to here. I'm going to now, if I select 1, this is the cost of transport. The cost of transport increases exponentially based upon the distance and the amount you want to transport. I'm going to hit transport. And you can see the ship carrying one cargo container and going to here. Now, once it's reached over here, this thing fills up, which tells me that the cargo has moved from this station, which has now become empty, to this station, which is now
And you
full.
can also see these stats when you click on the station and the menu comes up on the right. As we can see, it shows one cargo of 1 metric tons. And from here, we can sell this cargo as well for a profit.
Yeah, and let's look at the chain again, refresh it, and you can see more transactions over here, which includes the buy and the transport. Now, Sean, do you want to do sell next or do you want to do upgrade?
We can upgrade actually because we still have some funds available, and obviously
Yeah.
the game will continuously get balanced as we go forward. But right now we're starting with a bit of cash, so we can show all the various steps we can take.
Yeah.
So when you start
So
off, you have a level 1 station, which means you can only buy and hold a maximum of 1 metric ton. So if you want to be more efficient and buy more at a time, you need to upgrade your station. So upgrading a
So
station
upgrade
has a
costs
cost.
money. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the more you upgrade, the more expensive it comes. Now you can see that we have a level 2 station with 2 cargo holds. So we can buy 2 cargo at a time if we want, or upgrade even more.
Let's upgrade a bit more. Actually, do you want to show transport with the 2 cargoes first? Or let's do 3. Let's do 3. Yeah, so it now is a level 3 station. See, and let's go back here. More transactions. Let's buy. Now I can buy 3. So the objective is to buy a product for cheap over here on the outskirts and send it inwards and sell it over there, which will make you more money. Now, let's show a sell transaction over here. Sean, do you want to walk through this?
Yeah, sure. So to sell, it's like buying. You click the sell button instead of buy. You select how much you want to sell, and you can see that that is how much profit you'll make by selling. Now, it's good to keep in mind that because this is only a level 1 station, and even though your other station is level 3, you can't transport 3 cargo here because this one doesn't have enough space to keep that cargo. So you also need to upgrade that selling station up to level 3 before you can send all 3 cargo at the same time. Now, when you upgrade the station, not only does your cargo capacity go up, but also how many missiles you can have as well. So if you want to zoom, yeah, we can zoom out and show some people some of the other stations that have missiles.
This is level 5. This has 1 missile. And this is again, this is a level 5 station with 3 missiles. And it has 100% health. And this is a level 8 station, but it has taken some damage, as you can see in the progress bar over here. You can zoom in and zoom out of the map. Now what I'll do is I sold some cargo from here. So now it has empty space. I also upgraded, which means now I can send 3 at the same time. So I'll select the source station and the destination station. I'll select 3 cargo. This is my cost of transport. Now, when I transport it, the ship will show 3 containers. So there's 1, 2, 3. And then what will happen is this becomes empty and this is full. So now I have 3 cargo over here, which I can sell for a profit. So buy low, sell high. These are not tokenized values. These are storage asset contract, because we don't want to create too much trading activity outside the game right now. We want to keep things under control. So I've sold it, the money goes up, the balance goes down. It has 0 now. Do you want to, Sean, what do you want to talk about
So we
next?
can
The
talk
weapons?
about weapons now, because obviously, as we can see, the space around the sun is becoming more and more busy as more and more people want to, sell their spice for a high amount, and eventually, you'll run out of space there. So what some players might choose to do is clear up some room for themselves by destroying other players' stations. So to do that, you need to buy weapons based on the level of station that you have. So this is a level 3 station, and therefore we can buy 3 missiles, which Maresh has just done, and now we can see we have 3 missiles ready to deploy around that. Now we can attack our neighbor. So Mresh, maybe you want to demonstrate doing an attack.
Want to attack this one or this one? Let's attack this one.
You can attack that one, sure. So you select the number of missiles you want to fire out of what you've bought, and it will show you how much total damage you will do to that station. Now that damage changes based on how far that station is from you. So that's something to keep in mind.
As well as how many missiles you're firing. So once you fire this, the health level of the station has gone down, which is shown in the health bar around it. So this has gone down. Obviously, the other people, other group can choose to retaliate. So that's where there will be some activity where people sort of compete with each other. You can build more stations so that you can create your own trade routes. The next thing which we are going to implement is we are going to create positional blocking, which would allow people to basically cut off people's routes. So if I place a station over here between these two, then people won't be able to transport them. That means that they have to attack each other. We're also going to introduce more resources. Like right now, there is just one resource. We'll introduce more resources, create scarcity around those resources, and create trading avenues. And beyond that, because this whole thing is on chain, and see, in roughly the 10 minutes which we played, we did like 15, 20 transactions. And this is what we mean by creating utility for the tokens, which is crypto, by giving something fun for people to do. People don't even need to know that they are transacting on the chain in the background. It just happens in a completely abstracted manner. And you don't need to have any knowledge of crypto to keep on playing. We'll be building NFT integration and all those other things as well in the future. But any retail person can start playing this. And as long as the game is fun, they'll keep on playing. And they don't need to know anything about crypto. You can also see like which stations are owned by you. So these are the stations owned by you. You can see the stations owned by other people. So that way you know where other players are on the map, who owns what, etc. What else, Sean?
Yeah, and because of the way the game is built, it's fully on chain. It's fairly easily to be extended by us and also our community. So we're very much looking forward to putting the game out for some initial play tests and getting feedback, and then we'll be able to iterate and do releases very quickly. And I think the game that we showed today is going to look vastly different from the one we show even in a few days and then in a few weeks. So that's what I'm really excited about, to see how it evolves.
Yeah, so I mean, it has already come a long way since a month or two back when we had a very, very rudimentary game. And this will, as Sean mentioned, continue to expand in an exponential manner, as not only we can build on top of it, but anybody else can just take our contracts and permissionlessly build and extend them without necessarily taking our permission. And that's something which will change the nature of how game development itself happens.
Great. So I think, yeah, thanks for watching. And this was our first demo for UnderVerse, and we look forward to sharing more with you in the near future.
Thanks, guys. Bye.